Hello, welcome to Retrocore and another hardware review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the QRD Vortex F5, a retro handheld game console with Hall effect sensor, analog sticks, so no worries about stick drift. Yeah, looking at you, Switch. So first of all, let's take a look and see what we get in the actual packing. So of course, in the top part we would have the console, but the console has been taken out. And underneath there we've got a USB A to C cable, that's for charging the device. And underneath all this padding we have a little manual and some quality assurance QC pass card. Yeah, alright. But what about the actual console itself? Well, here it is, and just look at that. It's a little bit dusty because it's been sitting over there for a week or so. But one thing I do like about this device is the fact that these corners on it are actually transparent. So if we take a look at the back there, you can see the big whopping massive battery in the back of it. You can also see some little accessories down there. Maybe you can just about see them. You can just about see the PCB maybe. Now taking a look at the top of the device, we have a vent hole here, no fan but does have a vent hole, volume rocker, mini HDMI out, your power button and your L and R triggers, which are your standard affair. At least they're pretty clicky, so that's nice. On the bottom of the device we have two USB-Cs, one of these is for charging, the other one is for connecting an external controller, and we have two micro SD card slots. Comes with one pre-installed which has the OS and a load of games on it. And a headphone jack, nice to see that. And here we have the two speaker grills. Yes, it does have stereo speakers in the bottom of the unit. And that's about it. On the sides we don't have anything special. Now let's take a look at the front. We have a select and start, our 4 face buttons, the 2 Hall effects analog sticks with LED rings around them so they light up, and a reasonable D-pad. And here we have another reset button and another button down here as well. First of all, let's take off this screen protector. So off it comes. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and shiny. Been keeping this nice and shiny just for you guys. And let's press the power button on the top of the unit to boot it up. Now this thing does come with a load of different emulators built into it. However, it comes with stuff that this just cannot run. Now taking a look at the actual specs over there on the side of the screen, you would expect it to run quite a lot of decent stuff, but apparently it does not. Now I do like the front end on this, it is very nice, and we've got some Top Gear music playing there. And you can see the rings around the analog sticks are glowing. Now you can customize those, so let's go to the options to take a look at that. So pressing the start button brings up our main menu here where we can do the settings, including the LED settings. So just press A on there and we go to LED status. It's on orange breathe, and as you can see it is breathing on and off there. We can switch them off altogether. Let's switch them off. Okay, now they're off. Other options is we got white on. There you go, so now it's always lit up white. Orange and white breathe and orange breathe. So orange of course just has them set to orange. Okay. System settings, we can do our various time settings and all that. We can change the brightness, the hue, saturation, contrast of the screen, which is not too bad. And we've got some updates and downloads. Now the thing is this doesn't actually have any Wi-Fi connectivity. So if we go to network settings here, and the IP address, or let's see, enable Wi-Fi, we'll switch Wi-Fi on, and yeah, it doesn't actually have any Wi-Fi on it. As you can see, it just doesn't connect to anything, so there is no Wi-Fi. See, no Wi-Fi networks found, and that is not true because this room has 2.4G and 5G Wi-Fi options available, but it's not connecting to them. So basically this cannot connect to Wi-Fi. So anyway, First, what I want to do is show you that this system does not play all the big end games such as Dreamcast and so on. So let's go into Dreamcast here, and what we'll do, we'll just pick a game, and we'll pick one at random, and I'll tell you what, we'll pick our usual one, Ikaruga, and that's because this game really does show if a machine is capable of running Dreamcast or not. But you will find that this will be skipping and slowing down. So let's turn up the volume. Yeah, that is running very slowly. So yeah, as you can see, that is not running. Whoops. Even the volume is lagging. Okay, get that down. Excuse me. So we just took a look at Alesta on the MSX2, and this is Jackie Chan on the PC Engine. So here we go with Top Gear 3000. Now this game has a special chip in it that some emulators just crap out with. They just cannot handle it. So if this game runs perfectly, then you know the Super Nintendo emulator is pretty decent. So let's get into the actual race and see. Is it going to glitch out? No. So this is a good emulator for the Super Nintendo. Maybe if we can find Accelerate, there it is. If you want, you can use the analog controller as well, but this game is not analog, so we'll use the digital controller. So yeah, that's working absolutely fine. Okay, so next up, let's take a look at a Nintendo 64 game. This is Beetle Adventure Racing, or whatever it's called. Now this is an analog compatible game, so hopefully this analog controls will be configured out of the box. But my worry is actually going to emulate well or not? We'll soon find out. Let's get into the game.
Adventure Racing! Welcome!
That was a little bit concerning. Oh, look at that.
Single race.
That is not normal.
Full grid. Okay. Good choice. Nice wheels. Welcome to Coventry Cove. Get ready.
Yeah, look at all the glitching up there. That's not normal. So what I want to do is see if the analog controls are working, and let me see. Yeah, they seem to be, but a little bit sensitive, but they are working. But as you can see, this game is not rendering at all correctly. Look at how square everything looks, the trees and all that. At least the frame rate is pretty decent. Alright, let's get out of that. Now this game usually crashes or craps out on poor emulation devices, but seems to be doing okay here. No problem at all. There's jump, there it is. Okay, let's check out Alicia Dragoon on the Mega Drive. This is a very beautiful game and quite a tough game as well. One of those games where you've got to take your time. Let's turn up the sound a little bit. Assume that's A. Yeah, it is. Okay. I remember playing this when I was a teenager. I bought a brand new Japanese import. By the way, Japanese box is beautiful. And I absolutely love this game. Always have done. Such a magical game, this one. So will this play anything that's more advanced than 16-bit? Well, here's 32X. Let's see how it works with 32X. Virtual Fighter here. We'll go Pi.
Fight 1, ready, go!
And that's working just fine. So obviously Sega 32X works. I was trying to do Pi as a Virtual Fighter 2 kick then.
Fight 2, ready, go!
Yeah, that isn't very good, is it? We're frozen straight away. Oh shit, we have to. Okay, well, yeah, it doesn't run Naomi games. I can't even get out of it now. I have to press the reset Oh! Can we get out of it? Oh, it's lagging like crazy. I'm going to press the reset console button. There we go. This will reboot the entire system. So here we are with Crash Bandicoot 2 on the PlayStation, and as you can see from the opening sequence, it seems to run pretty well. But let's see how it looks when we actually get into the game. And yeah, it runs very well indeed. So it looks like at least PlayStation is able to run on this device without any issues. Or at least this game. Okay, so I'm going to be pretty kind to it now. I'm going to try and let it run Darius Burst. Now, Darius Burst isn't too much of a heavy game, so it should run on pretty mediocre emulation devices. So let's just see how well it runs. Yeah, that's running slow. That is not the right speed. That is running very slow. So yeah, PSP emulation is certainly a non-goer on this as well. Look how slow that is. So there we have it. That is the QRD Vortex F5. And to be honest, I've got mixed opinions about this. The actual hardware I like. I mean, the unit feels good in the hand. It's comfortable. You've got Hall effect sensors in the sticks. I do like this little glow around the analog sticks. It doesn't bend. It doesn't flex. We've got a nice big screen on there. It's not TFT, of course. I mean, sorry, it's not OLED, of course. But it is a very nice screen with good viewing angles, as you can see, because it's an IPS screen. I do like the interface. It's very clean, very easy to get to grips with. But the software lets it down. The emulators on here are not made to run on this device in a reasonable way. I mean, the old stuff will work, sure, by pure force, by brute force. But anything that's a bit more powerful, like Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, the Naomi arcade stuff, and the PSP, it just doesn't do it because they're not configured well. So what I'm wondering is if you put a custom firmware onto this, will it perform a lot better? I would be interested in seeing that, but unfortunately I don't have the time to do it, so hopefully someone else will do it and we can all find out. But anyway, I'm going to put a link in the video description down below for this device. Maybe you want to check it out yourself and add some custom firmware. As I said, the hardware is nice, and I did check out the HDMI output, and it works just as you'd expect. You know, it just puts the picture onto the TV, nice and clear, no issues at all, 720p. Anyway, as I said, link in the video description down below if you're interested in checking this out. And if not, well, thank you for watching anyway. Until next time, guys, keep on gaming and enjoy your games. See ya.